New Black Wall Street Book Club. Evan Jefferson, brother, much love. Educating, elevating, because in knowledge is the power and we'll never give it up. Literature that's for the masses. Where to put your money down, now how to watch your assets. Yeah, uplifting others is a passion. My brother Evan, he will turn it into action. New Black Wall Street Book Club. You should come read with us. Yeah, we comprehend and discuss. Yeah. We all just come together. There's no limit for us. Here comes your host, New Black Wall Street. Evan, take it away. New Black Wall Street Book Club. New Black Wall Street Book Club.
All right, my beautiful people, thanks so much for tuning in. This is ERGJ, certified financial educator, founder of New Black Wall Street, CEO of ERGJ Enterprise and the ERGJ Black Bazaar. Well, thanks so much for being here. And as you heard in the book, you heard in the tune from Mr. Conte, the hero, that you should come read with us. And if you believe that's true, then you should go ahead and share this video. That's right, because you want to invite other people to come read with us, because readers are leaders. That's right, readers are leaders, and the more you learn, the more you can earn. That's right. The more you learn, the more you can earn. I want to say hello to the New Black Wall Street. Hello, how are you doing over in that community? Good morning over in Black Enterprise, Atlanta Black Business Network. Of course, if you do want to interact with us this morning, you just come on over to our personal page where we are broadcasting from today on Evan Jefferson's personal page. That's right, ERGJ. Today, we're going to be going through the lessons from the richest black man in the world. That's right. Lessons from the richest black man in the world today. Of course, if you don't know who that is for some reason, because most people don't, the richest black man in the world is a man by the name of Aliko Dangote. Aliko Dangote, he is in Nigeria. As a matter of fact, I actually wrote a book about the richest black people in the world. It just happens to be in print right now. Should be getting our proof today or tomorrow. It's called the Black Billionaires Club. Black Billionaires Club and how they built their wealth. And guys, at the end of the day, right now in 2017, we got about 2,043 billionaires in the world today, and only 12 of them are black. What I decided to do was write a book about those 12 and study those 12 and find out what they did, what they had to overcome, hear their story to what they did to become the economic giants of today. And I believe that if you want to be wealthy, you should study wealthy people. And of course, if you're black, why not study wealthy black folk? Well, guys, you want to pick that book up, just go to www.theblackbillionairesclub.com, www.theblackbillionairesclub.com. We got one gift for you today where you can actually pick up the stock market class for kids. We're going to be switching that offer out today. So if you want to get that and you want to get the course that's going to introduce your kids to investing, because again, the fourth richest man in the world today, Warren Buffett, started investing when he was 11 years old. My question is, why not your children? It's not a matter of access, people. It's a matter of knowledge. You just didn't know how. Well, now you have a way to know how. Pick up the book, theblackbillionairesclub.com. Get the special gift, the stock market class for kids, to introduce your children to the world of investing, where they make their money work harder for them than they work for their money. Good morning, Miss Arthur, Bethany Rucker. How are you? Erica Patmore is in the house. Jacqueline, Miss Jacqueline Fletcher Grant, the travel enthusiast, Miss Vivian Reed, coming out with all these special new videos. Good morning to you today. Of course, this episode is being brought to you by ERGJ Enterprises. Of course, that's where we bring investment education to the urban community, teaching you how to make your money work hard for you, instead of you working hard for your money. Go ahead and check us out on the Facebook page, ERGJ Int, and also at my website, www.ergj.net. You want to catch up with our calendar of events? Got a lot of things going on this week. Matter of fact, today we got a network marketing class. Too many guys in network marketing but don't know how to market. That's a problem. Yeah, let me say that again. So many of you guys are in network marketing, but number one, you don't know how to build a network, and number two, you don't know how to market. That could be a problem. Well, you might want to go to class and learn some strategies, some tips, and some know-how that you just don't know. And hey, here's the deal. If you are suffering, if you are having a hard time in network marketing and you choose not to go to a class, well, that's on you. We make it available for you. But, you know, at the end of the day, you got to sign up and you got to show up. But we're going to keep on winning. We just want you to win with us. We want to show you how we winning. Well, if you want to learn that, you go ahead and sign up for the class today. I don't know where it's at. I'll have to put it out somewhere. But the network marketing class is tonight. Tomorrow we'll be getting into Bitcoin and cryptocurrency class. And then on Thursday, we'll be getting to our marijuana session. So either one of those, you have the opportunity to join. You go to ergj.net and find out the calendar of events. I'll post them after this video as well. Matter of fact, let me just go do it right now. Why would you wait? That's the spirit of the media. Why would you wait when you can do it right now? See, so I'm going to go ahead and do it right now. Let me post this thing in the link in the comments below. You're saying, hey, you know what? I need some help in this thing called network marketing. I paid. I'm doing something. I got it, but it ain't making me no money. Well, that's probably because you don't know how to build a network and you don't know how to market. Okay. So we're going to show you how to do that tonight. Just go to that link I just posted up to sign up for your network marketing class. We're going to teach you how to brand you. Everybody put that in the comments below. Brand you. You're going to learn. See, you got to learn. You got to know how to brand you. Too many guys are trying to brand products and services. No. See, ERGJ is a brand. I just offer all this stuff. But the brand is me. See what I'm saying? I'm the brand. I want you to brand you. I want you to learn how to market. Learn how to market, how to appeal to the masses. That's what we're going to show you tonight. I also want to let you know the ERGJ Black Bookstore grand opening is happening as we speak. I told you guys I can teach you how to build a business and make money with no website. I'm going to do that in 48 hours, okay? So in 48 hours, you're going to see this magical thing happen. I already secured the domain, and the Black Bookstore will be open in 48 hours. I'm going to show you just how fast I can get this thing done because I'm serious. See, I got the spirit of me. I don't waste no time. When I say I'm going to go do something, I'm going to get it done immediately. That's right. So Black Bookstore will open. I want to share with you guys a few things that are available to you. What's going on, Miss Braxton? Miss Braxton! We got to go dancing, girl. Hey, what's up, Miss Braxton? How are you? Thanks so much for your support. I wanted to make sure that matter of fact, if you could for Miss Braxton, go ahead and put your website or something in the comments below. Miss Braxton here, in case you guys probably know that last name, by the way, but don't focus on the last name. You need to get to know this woman. This woman here, out of nowhere. See, me and this woman right here, we are let's call us two rhinos, okay? And as rhinos, when we first met, we were butting heads. I mean, we were just hitting each other. But you know what they say? They say iron sharpens iron. And if iron sharpens iron, there's going to be a little friction in the midst of sharpening. I want you to understand. I don't know what I'm going to talk about today because, see, I just go on. And see, there's going to be a little friction while you're sharpening. See, too many of you guys don't want discomfort so you can never get sharp. But Miss Braxton came, she said, you know what? Me and this brother, we might be clashing right now, but there's a bigger agenda. There's a bigger agenda ahead. And so now we are working together, we're collaborating. We still clashing, but we are collaborating because we got our eyes on the prize, not on each other, not on our differences, not on the things that might separate us. We got our eyes on the things that bring us together. You got to understand this. You see, you got to understand this. So I want you going over to a website, www.blackmamavodka. That's supposed to be a T? I think if you tell me, I think you spelled it wrong, but maybe it's right. Blackmamavodka.com. I don't know if it's supposed to be a T there, and I think that's a misprint, but maybe it is. Blackmamavodka.com, blackmamateas.com. So she has a vodka company, okay? And she also has a tea company. And it's a black mama, black woman. So if you try, man, why are you going to get Ciroc or whatever else you might drink? Go on over to blackmamavodka.com right now. And if you just happen to be into the spirits and you trying to show your black spirit, well, go ahead and kick up your vodka from this black-owned distillery company. You see how this works? And then maybe you're not into the spirits, but you into the soothing. Well, go and pick up your tea, your agave tea, your black tea, or whatever other tea she might own, okay? She's a tea manufacturer. Why are you going to go with Lipton when you go to the black mama herself? That's what I'm saying. So going over to now, Ms. Braxton, I got to ask you, because this is the new Black Wall Street. Is there some promotion that you finna put up? Hashtag MBWS. They can put in this code MBWS and they can get like 10% off today only in 24 hours, something like that. I don't know. You let me know if you can make something like that happen, Miss Braxton. Maybe today for 24 hours, I'm just talking, but maybe this work. I don't know. Because I always got to ask my peeps. Is there some way if today, in the next 24 hours, they go to blackmamavodka.com or blackmamateas.com and they order today, can they get 10% off of their cart by putting in the code NBWS through your website? You just let me know. If not, that's fine. I'm not asking, I don't need no discount. I'm just saying, just offer. I'll teach them Tuesday so we can show them how Black power, how Black economics, how group economics works. All right. So I don't mention to you guys the Black Billionaires Club. I also want to let you know some of the items. Okay, okay, the code is NBWS. Look at that. Look at that. The code is NBWS, New Black Wall Street. She's making it happen now. Everybody put in the comments below now. I want you to understand what you're seeing right here, right now. It's not someone saying, I'm going to get to it later, and then she's going to forget. She said, I'm going to do it right now. That's called the spirit of immediately. And what I want you to understand is if you want to rock on this building the Black folk empire, it's going to require you to have a spirit of immediately. Why? Because I don't wait and I'm not going to delay. You're going to have to get on or get left. We'll come back for you. But we got to keep moving with people who got the spirit of immediately, that make things happen now, that are going to be great right now. They're not waiting to be great. They're great right now. So right now, she says she put in the code NBWS15 for 15% off and free shipping. For you to go to our website, blackmamavodka.com or blackmamateas.com. Place your order in the next 24 hours, right? And you can get 15% off plus free shipping. I could probably stop the show right there. I mean, think about it. We just practice what we preach, what everybody else preach, in a 15 minutes of the show. Think about that. Anyway, so I want to know a couple things that are going to be available on the Black bookstore. We are going to have your Black Dollars Matter book. This is Black Dollars Matter to teach you about, teach your dollars how to make sense. We're also going to have Mikey Learns. Okay, good to tomorrow. We're also going to do Mikey Learns about business. This is going to be the children's book that teaches about entrepreneurship for $15. You can order this stuff right now. All you got to do is just inbox me. The store going to be open in 48 hours, so best believe that. We also do have Wesley Learns to Invest, the children's book that introduces your children to the world of investing and the stock market. Wesley Learns to Invest. Both of these books are, illustrated books. Mikey Learns about business is an illustrated book, making it easy read for your kids, okay? Black author. This is actually authored by a 10-year-old kid, by the way. 10 years old. Don't tell me we got to wait to be great. And then also we have Wesley Learns About Credit. Wesley Learns About Credit. This is the children's book that's teaching your children about credit. Most of you guys didn't learn about credit till you were graduating from college and you had a credit card that you couldn't afford. You want to teach the kids about credit early. See what I'm saying? Teach them about money early. And maybe you don't know what to teach them, but you can get them a good book. You can read it together. You can learn together. That's exactly what you can do. Maybe you don't know about money, but you can get you a good book. You can read it together, and you can do what they call comprehend. Comprehend. Well, guys, we're going to get right into our show. I just got super excited. Oh, I'm sorry. Last thing, by the way, when you get you a good book, you got to get you a good bookmark, okay? Got to get you a good bookmark. You got your custom-made African Pride bookmark for the New Black Wall Street Book Club. If you're part of the book club and you do not have a bookmark, shame on you. Getting all this great value and not ordering your custom bookmark. You get this for $10. When you order your book, right? When you order a book, we're going to give it to you for $5, okay? We're going to give, if you order a book, we're going to give you the bookmark, add the bookmark in, and give you 50% off for $5, okay? So get your bookmark so you can be in the crowd. I want you standing out. Don't get these old flimsy paper bookmarks. No, you need some jewelry. You need to make your book look good. That's right. All right, let's get right into the thing. Of course, if you do want to get a dashiki as well, we do got them available. No hood, $20. From Kenya, with the hood, like I got on right now, $25. Okay, so you can get your hooded, non-hooded dashiki. Let's get right into what we need to talk about today, man. Enough of this promotional stuff. We gotta get. Hey, if you guys, I don't know about you, but I've been super excited about reading this book for some reason. I mean, I don't know. Every time I'm like, I can't wait to read this book. If you guys have been loving this book, that we're in. Dangote's 10 Commandments on money. Everybody put in the comments below money. I don't know. I've been like, man, I can't wait to read this morning. I don't know. It's kind of crazy. Like I remember I used to be like, I can't wait to watch TV. Now I'll be like, I can't wait to read this morning. I mean, my goodness, Dangote's 10 Commandments on money. We're getting into part 2 of law number 6, or commandment number 6, which is be a law-abiding and don't fight the government. Don't fight the government. See, 2 minutes. Now, here's the deal. The richest black man in the world is telling us not to fight the government. The poorest black people in the world are telling us to fight the government. Which one are you going to listen to? You're going to listen to the rich folk that's doing it, that's making a difference, that's got the money to institutions, foundations, make a difference, empower people, employ people? Or are you going to listen to the broke folk who are trying to change things by demand? I want you to understand this. Change does not happen by demand. It doesn't happen by demand. That's just like in a relationship. When the woman, a lot of times the woman gives that ultimatum to the man. She's demanding that he marries her right now. Change doesn't happen by demand. You cannot demand change. It doesn't happen. You just have to change, and change will happen. Okay? So, anyway, we're into I'm not gonna do a recap today. Let's get right into this thing because it's already 7:30. 15 minutes in. But be law-abiding, don't fight the government. We learned a few lessons yesterday. Number one, you needed to make sure that you understood who was in your network. You wanted to hang out or rock with only the best. Everybody put in the comments below, only the best. Only the best. Only the best. That's who you want to rock with. You want to have these people in your circle. People like Miss Braxton, only the best. Now, I might not always get along with the best because we all are the best. But nonetheless, I only want the best in my inner circle. The people that's going to push me to great heights and altitudes and to excellence. You got to have standards for who you allow into your network. Only the best. But then we also learned a little bit yesterday about, where was it? Where was we at? I don't know where we was at. Let me see here. What else did we learn? Anybody else want to put in what we learned yesterday? Because, I had to reread, by the way. But I remember that. I remember we had to do only the best. But, we always talk about believing in yourself. When you get an instruction from your mentor, it's kind of like when Jesus told Peter after he had toiled all night. This is the same thing that happened in the book. Peter had toiled all night trying to catch some fish, and he was like, I'm done, I'm tired. And then the great teacher told him, well, go back and cast the net one more time. Well, same thing happened here. The apprentice for Dangote, he had went out all week trying to find business. He came back, he was tired, he was ready to give up. And Dangote said, no, tomorrow, go down this road and you will find business. Now, he didn't believe Dangote, and I'm pretty sure Peter didn't believe Jesus. But he said, nevertheless, at thy word. Everybody put in the comments below, nevertheless. When your mentor or your coach or your trainer or your person, your role model or your parent, sometimes a parent, okay? But, someone you respect that is leading you in the right direction with a good heart. And they give you some direction, even though you may not want to do it, you got to say, nevertheless. Because I've seen you have success. There must be something to me keeping on, keeping on. And because he said, nevertheless, I think we're in the midst of him landing a deal because of his connection. What he did also was that he leveraged his network. Everybody put in the comments below, leverage my network. Now, the only way that this works for you is if you have a powerhouse network. This is why fraternities and sororities are actually pretty decent, because they give you a ready-made powerhouse network. You got to ask yourself, are you in some network? For example, I'm at page 80. Okay. For example, I'm in the Black Chamber of Commerce. That's a network. I can leverage that network. I paid to get in there. I better be able to leverage it. Right? I'm in Toastmasters. That's a network. I can take me around the globe internationally to speak and get paid for it. I can leverage my network. Delta Sigma Theta sorority. You should be able to leverage your network. And in the book, he was able to leverage his relationship with Aliko Dangote, the richest black man in the world. And I believe we're about to see him land him a big deal. Okay? Leverage your network. Alpha Phi Alpha, right? Leverage your network. So let's pick up where we left off yesterday. He said, Linda, now let's see what you guys have to offer. The man said, I like enterprising use. But before we do, let's start the morning properly. Morning properly. With that, he pressed the intercom on the table and the door behind him opened. A lady, whom I suspected must be his clerk, came out and stood respectfully. Linda, please bring 2 cups of tea for these chaps. Oh, I like that. Call me a chap. I feel like a gentleman. And coffee for me, the man said. As Linda left, the man quickly introduced himself to us. By the way, I am Chief Desmond Ogohe, Managing Director of Bentley Systems Incorporated. He said, it's nice meeting you. Thank you, sir. It's nice meeting you too, we replied. At this juncture, I removed my left hand from the table and pinched my colleague on his thigh. He reciprocated by patting me on the thigh. He did thumbs up under the table. While we were waiting for the lady to bring the tea and coffee, the man asked me my relationship with my teacher, and I proudly answered him. As the tea and coffee took some time in coming, I used the opportunity to reflect on the importance of branding. Everybody put in the comments below the importance of branding. Now, we just mentioned to you that tonight we're going to have a class, network marketing class, going to teach you about branding you. The importance of branding. All along, I have been presenting an unknown brand and getting the gate shut against me. But now that I have presented a known brand, we have been received with open arms. See, he had been selling the idea of his business, which was unknown. But what he should have been selling, what he just learned, is that he should have been selling his relationship or his network, which was known. See, everyone knew the richest black man in the world. Everyone knew what the richest black man in the world had accomplished. And everyone knew that the richest black man, if he connects to anyone, then those anyones must be successful as well. But what they had been doing, they had been going door to door, business to business, trying to sell their product or service. And this is why I said in a post recently, Black folk, we have a problem in sales because we don't know what we should be selling. You think it's your product. You think it's your service. In this case, it was a relationship that he should have been selling. We don't understand sales. That's another class for another session. We do that in the mastermind group, by the way. So if you're interested in something like that, you know, that goes through Club Millie, by the way. Okay. The lady eventually walked in carrying a tray containing 3 teacups, a flask, tea bag, sachet milk, cubes of sugar, and a tin of coffee. She placed the tray on the table on the left, which implied that we should serve ourselves. My colleague opened the flask, poured water into 3 cups, and prepared tea for himself and myself and coffee for our hosts. From the look on his face and the way his hand shook while he was pouring the water, I guessed that he was nervous. I did not blame him because that was the first time we were being treated so hospitably. Yet we were not sure of what would happen the next minute. I feel that we can talk while taking the tea, I suggested. Sure, the man replied. Can we please have the profile of your company, I asked. He nodded and went to the reel out the story of his life and that of his company. What he used more than 20 minutes to narrate could be summarized in 2 sentences. He was bringing in computers and computer accessories from Atlanta, Georgia, United States of America. The business was doing well, and he had over 50 staff, bought cars and plots of land and built houses. But all of a sudden, the pendulum swung to the opposite direction, and the business nosedived. I looked at my colleague, and our eyes met. The solution to the problem of his company was a very simple one. Everybody put in the comments below, simple. If you're having a problem in business right now, I'm 99% sure that the solution is simple. Too often, though, as humans, we complicate the solutions. We complicate the solutions. Because the problem seems so complicated, we think that the solution is complicated. But that's why you might need someone to come from outside of your organization to do an assessment on your organization and provide you with a report to show you simple ways that you can fix your problem. In other words, this is like the technical way to say, get out of your own damn way. See, it's hard to see the picture from inside the frame because you're biased. You believe that all your ideas are going to be great and they're going to work. Sometimes you got to get somebody that's outside of the box to assess what's inside of the box. I looked at my colleague in our RSMet. The solution for the problem with the company was a very simple one. In the course of our study and analysis, the problems and prospects of the 5,000 major companies in Nigeria, we had come across companies with similar problems and came up with the workable solutions. But instead of just telling him what to do, we decided to guide him to find a solution himself through the Socratic method of question and answer. How many of you guys know some people that's good at this? Maybe you got a problem in your personal life right now. Maybe you got an issue and you just need someone to talk to. And they have a good way of helping you find the answer yourself. Even though they probably know the answer, they understand that I can't just tell you the answer because telling you the answer feels like you had no power in the process. But if I help you discover the answer, now you are empowered in the process. You see, this is what a good coach does, good mentor does, good role model. They help you with discovery. Because the truth is, the answers to your problems are already inside of you. You just need a little bit with self-discovery. And that is why you call the counselor. That is why you call the mentor. That is why you call the good friend. That is why you call your confidant. That is why you call the person in your life, or hopefully you get this person in your life that can help you discover. From his story, we discovered that the major problem of the company was that when he got to the top of his business, he became complacent. What he and many others did not know is that as a businessman, you should not be complacent even when you are at the top. On the other hand, you should always be looking for more opportunities because as a market leader, you should always be one step ahead of your competitors. A market leader does not carry his competitors along at all. Rather, the competitors should always be looking up to him. If he sets the pace, the competition, the competitors follows with anger, envy, displeasure, jealousy, and other negative emotions you can think about. And in the marketing environment, the leader is the one others want to kill in order to occupy his position. That means that the market leader is always to be alert to outwit his competitors in every possible area, from pricing to product quality, promotion, and distribution. The marketing environment is where dog eats dog. At what stage of this business did you begin to use this room as a personal office, I asked. Well, what happened was when I came back from the United States of America to start this business, I bought a 3-bedroom flat and broke the partitions, the man said. They gave us a very large room. We used as the showroom and office. I started with 5 staff, and as the business grew, so did the staff strength. At a point, we realized that the place was no longer spacious enough for us, so we bought this place as an empty parcel of land, built it to our taste, then relocated. It was after the relocation that the business began to dwindle. At a point, we could no longer afford to pay our staff, and since there's no wisdom in keeping staff that you cannot pay, we began to disengage them one after the other. At present, what I have left of 50 staff is just my personal assistant and clerk. When you relocated, you moved into your personal office, isn't it? I asked. Yeah, he replied. What is the distance between your office and the general office where the rest of the staff stay? My colleague asked. About 60 meters, the man said. How often do you go to the general office? I asked. He thought for a while and then said, frankly speaking, not very often. But I had a head in each of the departments who took care of the day-to-day activities and then reported to me the management meeting which we used to hold every Monday morning. If I heard you right, what you said is that when you relocated, you began to deal with the rest of the staff through middlemen, my colleague said. Through heads, the man said. Well, that was the beginning of your company's problems. My colleague said, how? The man asked, apparently surprised. When you were all together, everybody put the comments below together. When you were all together, there was a kind of family spirit, black folk. When we were all together in New Black Wall Street or Black Wall Street in Tulsa, Oklahoma, there was a kind of family spirit. We were all together in Chicago, raising our families door to door next to each other. There was a kind of family spirit. When we were all together in St. Louis, raising one another up in the community, uncles and aunts and grandmothers, there was a kind of family spirit. Black folk, when we were all together, there was a kind of family spirit. My colleague said, everybody saw himself as a member of one big family. Then everybody was putting in his best for the interest of the family. And that was when the business was booming. You were all one soul and body. But when you separated, the family spirit disappeared. But when you separated, the family spirit disappeared. I'm gonna read the rest of this sentence here, but we really probably need to sit here for a minute. Then the eyes of your staff opened and they realized that the family spirit thing was a mere illusion, that they were in reality working for somebody else and not for themselves. From then onwards, decline set in. Now, I don't know about you, but black folk, I think this is a message to the people. Now, I know we reading about money and business development, but my God, when we were all together, there was a kind of family spirit in the black community. But when we separated, when we decided to move to the suburbs, when we decided to integrate and drink the white folk water, when we decided that there was some things that are better for us, no problem with that. But when we separated, the family spirit disappeared. In other words, we sick, boss. There's something to be said about the family, whether it be immediate or extended, coming together. There's something to be said of when we were all together. My question to you today, black folk, because this is serious business. When was the last time you and your entire family got together? When was the last time you had a family reunion, no matter how big or how far, where you came and you got together and you reignited the family spirit so that those of old and those of young felt like they were part of the family, felt like that they were in reality, that they were working for themselves within the family. It says here that once they realized that the family spirit thing was a mere illusion, that they were in reality working for somebody else and not for themselves, that's when the decline set in. And I believe that this is enlightenment. This is revelation for black folk. Is the family spirit thing in your family a mere illusion? For example, it may not necessarily just be your family that I'm not just talking about your aunt and your uncle. I'm talking about any type of family. For example, maybe you have the family spirit at your church. Maybe there's the family spirit in your fraternity or sorority. Maybe there's the family spirit even at the job that you work. Maybe there's this family spirit. And I know, for example, for me, from the school that I went to, and they're now having this reunion. And I'm saying to myself that the family spirit is a mere illusion. You're never there for me to support me in my endeavors. And you never share with other people in this family your endeavors so we can support you. So to me, it's a mere illusion. Why would I show up just to see how you look after 20 years? It's a mere illusion. So I'm not just talking about specifically your direct family, any family that you have. Is the family thing real or is it a mere illusion? Do you guys come together or are you separated? See, even in Club Millie, there is the family spirit. We come together week in and week out. Tonight, network marketing class. Tomorrow, Bitcoin class. Next day, the marijuana class. Saturday, teaching for the kids. We come together religiously. We're not separated. Even though we may be on other sides of America, this good old thing called the internet can bring you close together. This is a very interesting passage to me because it really, for me, it sums up what's happened in the Black community. We separated, boss. And that is when the decline set in. But here's the beautiful thing, Black folk, is that although we may have fallen, we still rise. Everybody put in the comments, but we still rise. Why? Because now, through a nice book, our eyes have been opened to see the error in our ways. And we can admit the first step to recovery is to admit that we got a problem. We sick, boss. But then after you admit that we might have a problem, that we do have a problem, that there's some issue in our separation, then we must become intentional on coming together. And I believe it is up to you, who's ever watching right now, to make that happen, to lead the way, to be the person that says, you know what, I'm not waiting on grandma and them. I'm not waiting on auntie and uncle and them. I'm going to put it together. Because it's that important to me that our family comes together. I don't know who that's for, but we got some togetherness. We got some reunions that need to happen this summer. We got some lunches and some brunches and some family outings that need to happen, not just on holidays, just because. Takes a little bit of effort, takes a little bit of planning. All you gotta do is set a date and set a place and make it happen. A barbecue, a pool party, I don't care. Something where you come together. And when I say your family, of course, I'm not just talking about your blood family. I'm talking about any family that you're connected to. Your church, your sorority, your fraternity, whatever. Come together. Build together. There should be something with your brother and sister that you have in common. And my charge to you today is to focus not on your differences, but focus on your similarities. Repeat that again. Everybody write that in the comments below. Focus not on your differences. You're not going to always agree. Focus on your similarities, the things that bring you closer together instead of the things that drive you further apart. This is called maturity. Doesn't come necessarily with age, comes with experience. You focus on the things that bring you closer together as a people, as a family, instead of always talking about the things that you don't like that drive you away from one another. And I believe if you focus on that, the family spirit that is deep inside of each and every one of us in the Black community, that same family spirit that had us singing Kumbaya while we were in chains, The same family spirit is in each and every one of us if we focus on our similarities. We focus on praising one another. We focus on honoring one another. We focus on appreciating one another. I may not do everything that you want me to do, but guess what, people? I show up. I'm here day in and day out. Well, guys, we still ain't through with law number 6. We're going to keep going in this thing. I think, let's see how far we got to go. So maybe, we still got a ways to go. I learned not to rush it. When you get a good book, don't even rush it. Just take your time. Take your time, Black Man. Man, this is a little bit longer than I thought. Well, okay, we got a little ways to go. We might be on this all week. But, take your time. When you get a good book, make sure you extract everything you can out of it. At this time, I'd like for you to write in the comments below what you learned today. What is something that you took away from today? Now, as a personal financial educator, I teach that money is the exchange of value for value. And any value that you receive today, that was my way of contributing into your life. And the way that you can exchange, which many of you guys have, is your comments below. But then also you can go over to my personal Facebook business page, my Facebook business page, and actually leave a review. Sharing with the world your ERGJ experience and what it has done for you today. I'm not asking for money. I'm asking for your kindness. I'm asking for your consideration. See, that's the exchange that I'm asking for. Will you take the time to take 2 minutes out of your day to leave a little feedback on your experience with ERGJ today? Will you do that? Something to ask of you, because too many people want things for free. That's why I said, Ryan Roy said, when you get a good book, do yourself a favor, teach someone what you learned. I like that, Ryan Roy, boy. I like the reinforcement. That's my boy, man. That's that action man right there, boy. You want to get something done, that boy gonna make sure you get it done. He gonna make sure you got an action plan. That's my man, Ryan Ward there, man. My brother from another mother is showing up. Commit to community. Absolutely, Mr. Plant says, my takeaway for today is commit to community. Commit to building. Commit to working together. That's what I'm talking about. Anybody else, you take something away from today. What was your lesson that you learned today? We don't read a good book just to read it. We read it to take something away and apply it into our life. And that way we can change our life, guys. At the end of the day, nothing's going to change until you change. Nothing will change in your life until you change. And you can take full control over the direction of your life when you decide that you are going to change. Ms. Ruck says this: when we are together, there was a kind of family spirit, but when you separate, the family spirit disappeared, and that was her lesson today. Well, guys, this is New Black Wall Street Book Club, and I'm your main man, ERGJ, your certified financial educator and CEO of ERGJ Enterprises. We have made available to you, guys, my book that I've got written out. We also got an ERGJ grand opening of the Black Bookstore. I will have this thing open in 48 hours. I guarantee you that. We'll be offering the other books that we mentioned to you today. You can pick these up right now to help with the opening, by the way. Black Dollars Matter for $20. You get that. Teach your money how to make more sense. Got Mikey Learns about business. It's the entrepreneurship, the children's entrepreneurship book. We got that available for you. Any of this stuff, you just inbox us and let us know you want to order. Wesley Learns to Invest, the children's book to teach the children about stock market and investing. And then also Wesley Learns about credit, the children's book to teach your kids about credit. You can order any one of those by going over to the business page, ERGJ Inc., leaving us a message, or just inboxing me personally. Let me know that you like to order. We'll get that thing to you ASAP Rocky. Well, guys, I want you to remember this, man, that it takes a village and it starts with us. Let's build Black wealth together. You guys have a terrific Tuesday. I'll talk to you soon.
It's the New Black Wall Street Book Club. Wall Street with your host Evan Jefferson. It's time for us to go. Yeah. Now you ain't gotta leave the computer, but we encourage you to get out there and learn and apply all the things you learn at the New Black Wall Street Book Club. Yeah. The New Black Wall Street.